Hey everybody, I'm Arrigo Martelli, and here I have a CD by Alan Jackson called A Lot About Living and A Little About Love. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because we're going to check out a song from this CD today called Chattahoochee. So Chattahoochee has become, I'd say, a classic country tune, and even though I'm not too big on new country music, I have to say it's just not my favorite style. This is a very good CD with good songs and good guitar. As a matter of fact, on most of the tracks here, including Chattahoochee, we get to hear Brent Mason, the great studio legend, play. I wanted to say a couple of things before we get to the actual song and learn how to play it. There are some good tutorials on YouTube on how to play the song, and they all focus on the intro and the main guitar solo. The funny thing is they all show the same minor mistakes. I don't know, for some reason I guess the first guy who transcribed the solo maybe overlooked a few details here and there, and then all the other videos they just showed, kept showing the same mistakes. Anyway, I tried to be as accurate as possible with the transcription and also during the tutorial, the actual lesson. Because I thought if you want to learn how to play this tune, the solo, the intro, you might as well, learn it the actual way it was played, at least as far as the notes are concerned. So I guess we're ready to start. I hope you'll enjoy it. As always, you will find a link where you can download the transcription, as well as I think I'll post the backing track. So if you want and find it useful, you'll be able to play along with the backing track that I recorded. So I guess that's about it, and enjoy. Okay, let's start off with the song intro. The song is in the key of C major, as you probably know already. And the intro, at least the first part of the intro, consists of a two-note lick. Basically, we keep alternating between the B note on the 5th string, so note on fret number 2, 2nd fret, and the C note, which is on 3rd, obviously. And there's a 1-bar lick that goes out like this, which gets played 3 times, followed by a short ending. So, let me play you first the whole line. You will find it in the transcription, so the first line, and then we'll break it down. So I'll just go a little bit slower than the actual tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And here we go. So let's see what we just played. So bar 1, bar 3, and 5 are exactly the same thing. So the notes I'm playing are B, C, C, B, C, C, B, C, followed by a 4-beat rest. So basically a full measure where we just stop. One thing to keep in mind, I'm not actually picking all these notes, but there are some hammer-ons or slides depending on the way you want to play them. So you can either go, so basically pick the first note on fret number 2, hammer on. So you just hammer on 2, 3, and then you pick the 3rd fret again. Sorry. And you stop. So it's B, C, C, B, C, C, B, C. Stop. You can slide them if you want. Honestly, I can tell which way it's played on the record, so I'm not sure whether Brent Mason is doing the hammer-ons or the slide, but the difference is so subtle. I would say that just go with the way you prefer, as long as you play the right rhythm and you stop when you have to stop. I think it doesn't make that big difference, so you can either go, so do like 1, 2 with the hammer on, or you can slide if you prefer. It to me, it doesn't make that big difference. So basically we do this 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, second time. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the 3rd time. So as you noticed, the 3rd time I didn't just stop and waited for beats like the 2 times before. I started out the same way. So B, C, C, B, C, C, B, C. Here normally it would have ended. Now I keep playing. So there are more things here to check out. So I'll show you these 2 bars a little bit slower. So not only I am playing some extra B and C notes here, but I'm going to the 6th string where I do this pull off 6, 5, 3. It's a triplet, so it's 3 notes in place of 2, followed by A, fret number 5, G, fret number 3. So let's just focus a little bit more on these last 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a couple things to keep in mind. When you get to the last 2, 3, 3, B, C, C, I recommend that you end it with your first finger this time. So even if you're playing, you decide you want to play the hammer-ons and not the slide, switch fingers so that you are in 3rd position now, and you can comfortably go to the B flat here, so fret number 6 on the 6th string, and do the 6, 5, 3 with a pull off. Because if you end up here in 2nd position, okay, it's not the end of the word, but you have to, change position rather quickly. Okay, and here the 6, 5, 3, you can either play them with just a pull off with your 4th, 3rd, and 1st finger, or if you want, you can do slide and then a pull off. So it depends on the way you prefer. This way I'm doing with the 4th finger, I'm sliding from 6 to 5, and then I'm doing a pull off 4, 1, 4th finger, 1st finger. between the fret number 5 and 3. I think both can work. This, yeah, if you use 3 fingers, is maybe just a little bit more accurate. That's basically it. So you stop it, wait 4 beats, stop. Now remember, there's a little ending. Okay, so this is the first line basically, and there are actually 6 bars. And then basically the whole band starts playing, not just guitar and drums like in these previous bars. The whole band comes in, and we basically restart with the same idea. So let's check out these 4 bars. What did I do? Well, I restarted with the BC riff. Followed by... So that was... basically it's 7, 5, 7, 5. Just keep in mind the first note. There's a grace note here from fret number 5 to 7, so you slide rather quickly. Okay, just one more time. B, C, C, B, C, C, B, C, C, B, C, C, and then so from D to E, G, A, G. And here too, like I just did, if you want, you just remember the last 2 notes you hammer on or slide. Make sure you move your first finger on the 3rd fret so that you're ready. You have your 3rd finger here ready to go. On the 5th fret, slide to the 7 and play the last 3 notes. Or if you just want to do the slides right from the get-go. Okay, so these were bars number 7 and 8, and then we have same riff. So we did the B-C, the 2-3 riff. Only here I stay on fret number 3. So it's 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. And then I go to the 6th string. 5, 3. And then I have a bending. So from fret number 5, I bend a whole step. So as if I were going to an E note. You release and then play note C on fret number 3. So let's put them together from bar number 7 until 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoop, that was a little sharp, sorry. And then from bar number 11, once more, the same riff we've been playing. Okay, let's check them out and break them down. So, again, once more, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so nothing new. Now what do? There's a grace note from 5 to 7, followed by 5, 7 on the D string, 7 on the A string. Then we have this little phrase. Which was, we're on the G string now. C, so fret number 5. Followed by, how can I call it, like a ghost note? I mean, a note here that you stop. It may be a ghost note, maybe there's a different term that I can't recall right now. But anyway, what you want to do is pick the string, but you don't want to hear the actual note, which is E. You just want to hear it stopped. So it's like C, A. So when it's played at the proper speed, the proper tempo, it kind of works. You hear this chuck here. I don't know how to call it. I'm sorry. English is not my first language, so sometimes I don't remember anything. So C, A, G, A, E flat, E. So 5, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7. Here there's an hammer-on or a slide if you want. I think in this case it's clearly an hammer-on. And then we have 5, 7 again, and a half-step bend from fret number 5, release, and we end on the C note, on the root note. So this phrase from bar 11 until this note. Okay, we're not done yet. This note is supposed to be held for 2-3 beats and a half. And then we have the final short phrase. So from C, fret number 3, the usual 5 to 7 grace note, 5, 7 on the D string, back here fret number 7 on the A string, and then we have this double stop, which is a major third interval essentially. 5, 5, G and E and G and B string. So 5, 7, 5. On these two strings you play the double stop, whereas this note here is just a single note on the D string. All right, so C, E, G, A, E, C, E, A, C, E. All right, and that's your intro. Let's see if we can wrap it up and play the whole intro from the beginning. Still a little bit slower than the actual tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. here's your intro. Let's now take a look at the solo, the guitar solo. Alright, so the guitar solo is 8 bars long, and it's interesting because during in the solo is where I found that most of the videos I watched on YouTube, most of the other tutorials were kind of wrong or had some mistakes. Alright, so for instance, the way the solo starts, like everybody seems to think that the solo starts with this. So this E, F, whereas it's an F, A. So if you listen to the way Brent Mason plays it, which is the guy who recorded it in the first place, he doesn't do and so on. It does. So you start with an F on the 6th string fret number 1, and then you slide to A for number 5. So there's a couple ways you can do it. I think the way he plays it is he basically picks the first note, you let it ring. Let me show you better here on the camera. So you pick the first note, and as it's ringing, you basically hammer on the 3rd fret and slide to fret number 5. You could also, if you want, just if you prefer, you could also just start with maybe your 3rd finger on the F note and slide to the A note here. So to fret number 5. I don't think it's actually easier or more convenient. So what I recommend you do: pick the first note, hammer on to the 3rd fret, and slide it. Only you need to slide very quickly. It's like this is the idea: F, G to A, so where G is a very quick grace note. But basically, the one thing I want you to get right is it's not this. It's F A. All right, so here's the first thing, and here's how the first phrase goes out. All right, so it's kind of cool, and there are different ways you can play it. So like we said, 1, 5, and then I go to the A string 3 and D string 3. Back to the 3rd fret on the A string. So essentially, it would be a power chord if I had the root note here, but I have a 3rd. So what I'm playing actually is a 1st inversion triad. Okay, so and then there's the. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the 5th fret on the A string. I'm picking this note and I am plucking with either my 3rd or with the ring finger or with the little finger if you want. I'm plucking the 3rd string, so the G note. So essentially, this is the intro, the double stop that I have. It's a major. It's a perfect 4th. It's a 4th. Only the note that I'm playing here, I have to bend it a half step. Hold it, bend it again, hold it and release it. Right. I think, I'm not positive, but I think this is the way it's played. At least this is the way it sounds to me. Again, here I saw different things. People who thought there was an A, but it's not an A. It's actually a G note here on top, not an A. No. So basically, 5 and open string, you bend it just a half step, you hold it and pluck it 2 times, bend it again, and then as you're holding it, you basically release it and go to the root note, the C note. Obviously, you could, if you wanted, you could play this here behind the nut. If you want to impress the people who's watching you, basically in this case you're not going here on the 5th fret A string. You just have the 3rd string open and the 4th string open, and you go behind the nut and you bend a half step higher. You can do it. I think it's easier here actually. But it's up to you, as long as you play the right notes. So these were the first 2 bars. Let me show them to you one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here it. And let's see what we have next. Oh yeah. Okay, so when we started, we were on the F chord. Now we are on the C chord, the 1 chord essentially. So we do 3, 7. Again, it's up to you. Do you want to slide it from the 3 to the 7? It's good. Do you want to do the 1 hammer-on slide? It works. So 3, 7, 5, 5. So we have, guess what? The major 3rd again. I mean, sorry. Yeah, it's a major. No, it's actually a minor 3rd and a 4th. What I meant, we have the first inversion of the major chord. Jimi Hendrix chord. Okay, so, and here I stop. You can snap it, this note. And here we go. So we have another double stop. Fret number 7, fret number 8. We're on the G and B string. So we have the typical pedal steel bend here. I have to bend the G string, whole step. I hold it, pluck it. So basically, I go with this double stop, bend it, pluck it 2 times, bend it again, hold it, pick it, release it, go to fret number 3. Right, so. And I think it's called an oblique bend because while we are bending a note, on top we are plucking another note which just stays there, doesn't move. Alright, so let's see what we've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as far as the right hand is concerned, here you can either, I think I like to use the pick in one of my fingers. However, this one, it maybe sounds a little bit more snappy if you just pluck it with your middle and ring finger. And you just use the pick on the runs like... Alright, then we have Oh yeah. Which is very cool. So we're on the 4 chord again, F, and we go from fret number 3 on the B string, 4 on the G string. So it's a minor third. And I slide it one fret higher, so a half step higher. And then I play F on the 4th string, on the D string. So 3, 4, 3, 3, 4. So the second time I actually pick both of them or pluck both of them, whereas the first time you most definitely slide them. So you first slide them. Okay, so that's bar number 24. And then I slide it again, only this time it's a grace note, and it's very short. So it was from 3/4 to 4/5. So 3/3 1/1. I'm saying 3/3 1/1 because we are on the G string and the B string. And here I hammer on from the A flat to the A natural. And then I play the double stop on the 1st fret on B string, on the B string, and the A and the E string. Oh, sorry. Which is like going from a minor triad to a major triad. So right. So are you with me so far? I hope so, because we're almost done. There's just the last 2 bars essentially. Okay, so we have this the last quick phrase that starts with a D on fret number 5, A string. So I did D and then 7/9 grace note with a quick slide. 7/9 on the A string. Sorry. Okay. All right. So I start with a D, which is on the upbeat. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 7 that goes to 9. Quick. It's grace note. So 5, 7/9, 7/9 on the D string, and I finish with this double stop on the 7th fret, G and B string. 2, 3, 4. This is the idea. Okay, so basically what I do is when I reach this place, I go to my 3rd finger, which is on the D string on the 9th fret, and I slide it back to the 7. As if I wanted to do but I add this rather tasty grace note. So from this D, 5/5, so that was 7-5, and here I am on B D, 3rd fret, 4th fret, and then I have the very last bar. So here I'm playing this note D on the B string, so for number 3 you can either use your 3rd or maybe the 4th finger in this case, and at the same time I have this bend on the 3rd string from A. I think it's a whole step bend, so you should pick it. It's a whole step bend from the 2nd fret, followed by a release and pull off. And here we end, because I think another solo starts. I'm not sure if it's a violin or the piano, I don't remember. So again, G string, 2nd fret, B string, 3rd fret. I bend it up, release, pull off. I'm still on the 2nd fret here, and then I go to 2nd fret, D string, open string, 2nd fret, A string, open string, and then 6th string, 3rd fret, where I have another bend, another full bend, 3, and then 1, which is basically the ending line. So the last 2 bars, remember we said we start with D note here on the 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of the solo. So it's not an easy solo by any means. There are quite quite a few things that probably needs to be practiced. But I think it's certainly one of the easiest pieces of guitar work in Brent Mason's repertoire. So if you ever check out songs, instrumentals like Hardwired and like that, you know that he's capable of very difficult things as a great player. So this is a good way, I thought, to get into his playing if you're not familiar, and still learn to play a rather tasty solo. So let's maybe go through the solo one more time, a little bit slowly, and then we'll be done for today. I hope you liked it, and I think you will find not only the transcription, but I will post and upload also the backing track that I recorded, so you can practice along with it if you want. I hope you liked it and you find it useful, and until the next time.